Nirmal, tell me something. Don't you think that MA Baby has a very tough task on hand even as we speak?
Yes, specifically in Kerala as well as in Bengal and Tripura. Speaking of Kerala, the only reason Pinarayi Vijayan won in 2021 was largely due to the sympathy votes that he got, as well as because of the performance as far as crisis management is concerned. Because in 2018 we had a devastating flood, and followed by COVID, and he was able to manage it and do the PR work, and because of which he won. But now, right after 2021, for the last 4 years, his party has been drenched in a lot of controversy. I don't want to name all of it. Yeah, already you might know some of them, the gold smuggling case, Life Mission, all of that. So it's a big challenge for MABB to come up and in a span of 11 months, change the fortune for the LDF. It's going to be really hard. Plus, the BJP has been gaining ground, although slowly they've been gaining ground. And I agree to what he said as far as Irava votes are concerned, because the Irava votes have traditionally gone to the left for years. But if you notice the last elections, the 2024 Lok Sabha elections, in places like Attingal, Alleppey, even Thrissur, they have actually lost the Irava votes, because of which Suresh Gopi won, and the CPI lost in Alleppey as well as Attingal. So yeah, it's a big challenge for him to ensure that they not only gain back those votes, but also to win over both the UDF as well as the BJP. It's going to be tough for him, really tough.
Talks about how the Congress has helped them. Is it because the Congress feels kind of weak candidates or gives up rather very quickly, doesn't understand ground realities? What do you think MA Baby is alluding to, Nirmal Abraham?
Meaning in connection with the Congress party, or?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Right. I think the UDF in Kerala, the reason that they're struggling is because number one, they don't have a good leader. Number two, they have a lot of inside tussle going on, which is public. And number three, they don't have a proper community vote as such. The only community vote that was a sure shot for them was the Christian vote, which was around 18% of the population. They have lost some of those votes to the BJP and some of those to the CPIM, largely because they don't have a Christian leader like they had in the past. And two, they have not backed Christians on issues relating to Christians. So because of which the Congress party is weak. And the only reason, if they win in 2026, the only reason for that is the anti-left sentiment and the sentiment against the corruption that's going on today. It won't be because I won't consider that a victory of the UDF or the Congress party. I would consider that a failure of the LDF. And of course, the BJP is gaining ground. The reason for that, again, is the same thing. When the CPI has traditionally ignored Christians, the Congress party has recently ignored Christians. The BJP is not, maybe they are pretending, who knows, but they're causing up to Christians and they're trying to gain Christian conservative votes. So it's going to be it's going to be interesting. But although today, if I were to make a prediction, if the elections were to be held today, it will be an easy victory, not a landslide, but an easy victory for the Congress party in Kerala.
Also makes another point, and this is in the context of his own party, the LDF. He says that, look, the BJP has been very successful in creating a mass consciousness of BJP's suitability. And on top of that, because they rule the country from New Delhi, there is a thing about the possibility of hinging on that factor. So somewhere, when he says this, perhaps he's also trying to highlight the fact that the CPIM, which was, once we know the history in Kerala, but then which was once the only option, let us say, is no more the only option, and people are looking at the BJP because of the mass consciousness, and it's after all the duty of a political party to do that, Nirmal. And is he acknowledging that CPIM has lagged behind in doing that?
Well, whether he acknowledges it or not, I think he will have to do it very soon, because only when you acknowledge your mistake will you be able to correct it. So, as far as BJP is concerned, if I look at the recent trends, their social media is working pretty well, their PR machine is working pretty well. Their student unions, to be honest, 10, 15 years back, we wouldn't even consider the BJP student union. Their opinions were actually ignored, to be honest. Now, BJP student unions have gotten stronger. Their social media presence have gotten stronger. They have a media outlet in Kerala specifically to highlight the issues regarding UDF and LDF, and to promote the things that are done by the BJP, and they have a strong PR machine. Now they have Rajiv Chandrasekhar to appeal to the educated voters. So it's going to be an interesting mix. Although I would still say that they are very unlikely to win. They may gain vote share, but I don't think they're likely to win an election. The BJP, they're not likely to win an election. They will gradually climb up at the expense of both the CPI as well as the UDF, but still won't win an election, or even 5 seats for that
Yeah,
matter in the
absolutely
2026.
right. And that's what, Nirmal Baby also says, that it is just arithmetic, there is not, it's more arithmetic than chemistry or any other kind of a thing to see BJP's growth. But, BJP's growth is very important in Kerala because it has one of the largest numbers of RSS shakas, in the state, and still it can't do very much except that it can create some kind of ripples in certain bastions, as it were. But if you look at, he says that times have changed, and I like the point he makes. He says, there was a time when I wouldn't like to be seen anywhere close to the BJP because of my ideology. But today, people are comfortable being with the BJP, supping with them, getting Padma awards, or there is a fear that perhaps, they will be, under the scanner. So he says there are two aspects, and I think it's brilliant, his analysis, I think, so that on the one side, I get awards from you, so I cozy up to you. On the other hand, I mean, you're the benevolent dictator, the oxymoron, as it were. On the other hand, you will punish me, so I cozy up to you. So, do you think that there is some truth in this?
Absolutely well put. There are only two things that drive this. One is fame, the other is fear, as far as BJP is concerned. I know a lot of Christian leaders, including priests, who are causing up to the BJP, expecting to go up the ladder somewhere politically. I know people in academia who are also causing up to the BJP recently because they're the ruling party and they see what's happening and how the machine works and how ED works. So it's one of the reasons. But the other reason is, I would say, if the CPI or the UDF, for that matter, had played their cards right in the last 5, 10 years, it would not have allowed BJP an opportunity like this, because it's all the controversies, all the lack of leadership, all the inside tussle that's been going on within both the parties have opened up an opportunity for the BJP, especially if you look at Christian votes. I keep repeating this, I know, but Christian votes is where they have targeted. Plus, they are now causing up to the Edawa community, which is a large vote bank for the CPI. So, yes, you're right. Fear and fame are the factors that drive it. But along with that, CPI and the UDF have actually given an opportunity to the BJP. They've exposed themselves, giving people a choice. Okay, think of BJP, because we won't stand for you. We can't stop the corruption. Maybe you can look at another option, is what they've done. So I think it's a mistake from their side as well.